Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Blaze McCoy. We are live here with the Get Blaze LTD show. We will have our interview show tomorrow. Same Blaze time, same Blaze channel. I got my boy Wrestling Days from the UK. It's going to be 3 o'clock our time, 8 p.m. their time. But, man, I can't wait to have him in the building. It's going to be fun. Appreciate y'all. I've had a long night. But and if you checked out the videos from my 2PW endeavor last night, one of our local indie shows, it was a blast. So I want you guys to make sure you hit the thumbs up, share this out. If you want to be a part of the show, I will bring on some special guests as we recap and talk about what's going on this week. Try to keep this in within an hour. We're going to go right to the LTD show. We got the Stable War finals tonight. Whew, wow, has this been fun. This has been so amazing from top to bottom, from night one all the way till today. So make sure you guys tune in. 4 p.m. Eastern, maybe a little bit before that, depending on how this goes. But I want to welcome you all. And as I always do, I am your boy Blaze McCoy, your promoter, DJ, MC, ring announcer, all that good stuff. Glad to be here and bring you escapism. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life, what's bringing you down, what might be, bothering you. Forget about it. Come in here for a while and forget about it. Yeah, one of those. All right. I won't go. Forget about your worries. Forget about your fears. Come in, have some fun. We always like to give you that getaway. I call it the limited temporary disconnect, LTD, if you will. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to Wang Chung tonight. And I come at you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday right here on the Blaze Radio Network for our EFED shows. And as most of you guys and gals out there know, Wrestle Sense every Thursday night. We're going to be back at 9 p.m. Eastern. Ray will be back from his road trip, his work trip he had to go to. We have a lot to talk about. Once again, every week pro wrestling gives us a lot to talk about. So make sure you support your indie wrestling federations in your area. Google it, check it out, ask around. You know there's got to be some indie wrestling within an hour or so from where you're at. Mine was almost an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes to get there last night. I got to hang out with a bunch of the wrestlers, meet a lot of them, talk about the podcast, hand out stickers for the podcast. So I'm hoping to see some new faces this Thursday for the podcast. And then, like I said, the interview series continues. Tomorrow it's Wrestling Days at 3 o'clock. Jackknife Finnegan the following week, and he's always a big-time gamer. I'm not a gamer. People think I'm a gamer. Old school games maybe. But I sit here and like to bring you the EFED action. I'm your dungeon master, if you will. Bring in all these people and their creations to have some fun with it. So we'll see how it goes. So strap it in, strap it on, strap it up, strap it down, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, people. Grab a beverage, Gatorade here today. Goddess, are you in my mountains, our mountains? Where are you at, Goddess? Let's check the chat and see who's here. You got to stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. Wolverines! Good to see you, Wolverine Gaming in the house. Saw you in the live chat. I did 3 little live streams last night from the Prospect Pro Wrestling show. So make sure you guys check us out. Just little 5-minute, 6-minute segments. And, man, what an ending. We're going to have to check on our boy CJ this Thursday night. PFW's in the building. Appreciate all the thumbs up. Those are free. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's free. If you dig what you hear and you want to come back around for wrestling news, wrestling video games, much, much more. We're going to have a Legion of Dork coming up with Super Nacho soon as we cover retro toys and games and all that good stuff. Cartoons, candy. If you guys know any 1980s or even 90s, for some of you kids out there, I'm a boomer, all right? So we're going to cover in depth one of Super Nacho's favorites. Plus, we will also talk about candy that doesn't exist anymore. So if you have a favorite candy from when you were a kid, find a shot somewhere on the internet and send it to me. I'm going to cover a lot of that. And I got this idea a while ago, but then recently I heard R.I.P. Choco Taco. They took away the Choco Taco, man. Are you kidding me? We'll talk about candy and Super Nacho's specialty on the next Legion of Dorks, so make sure you tune into that. Killshot Matt Storm in the house. Great to see you, Matt. Gregory Blakely's in the house. Some wild stuff went down with Dragonheart the other night. Make sure you tune in tonight. Something may happen towards the end of the show. I don't know. I've heard that after the Iron Man match and the Stable Wars concluded, you're in for a little surprise. So if you tune in today or if you watch the replay of the Stable War finals, make sure you check it out till the end. Because from what I hear, it's something that's no one is going to believe what's going down. Crushing Kelly's in the house. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Money, money, money. The Money Gang is here. Hey now. Good to see you, Money Gang, in the building. Welcome. Definitely a big shout out to all the members of the channel. If you're a Blaze crew member all the way up to a promoter, if you're a main eventer, or if you are a featured member of the channel, I appreciate y'all, man. You guys are amazing. You guys are unreal. Good to see each and every one of you guys popping in, hanging out 5 minutes away. See, you got to support it because even I was talking to a couple guys that run that show last night. Prospect Pro is about just that, prospects. So a lot of wrestlers just starting out, trying to get their feet wet, get their name known, and prove that they can get it in the ring. Plus a lot of seasoned veterans towards the end too. And you never know who you're going to see. The Britt Bakers, the Wardlows, now the Cole Carters, the Lee Moriartys of the Pittsburgh area. They're now on TV and they're making it big. So you never know. Oh, got my burp entrance. See, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. God is a pain. What mountain? What mountain? I want to know what mountain you're in. You close to me, Ohio Powell and all that good stuff, Nemacolin, or further up? Wrap it up. What are you wrapping up? Uh-oh, Gregory Blakely. Jamar's in the house. We got MS Dub in the building as well. Good to see you, Jamar. Good to see you, Miles. 30 minutes away at the moment. Ooh, getting closer. You got to come visit me, Goddess. What's so funny about that? There are several people. I know Blade Charge's in the Pittsburgh area, Goddess, and a couple others. Tito, not too far as well. So bottle caps were one of my favorites. Yeah, candy cigarettes. If you guys find snapshots or pictures of those, send them my way. We're going to cover all those, man. Iron Man match is going to come up. No, today we have an Iron Man match coming up, the main event of our show. It's going to be coming up very soon. Morgan Nightwalker from Sacrifice Wrestling. Make sure you check out his channel. He just did a little podcast as well earlier with Raven and a bunch of other guests. It was a blast. I popped in real quick for them, and a huge supercard tomorrow and Sacrifice Pro Wrestling as well. Uh-oh, a gender reveal. Ooh. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Brooklyn Joker's in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Great to see each and every one of you. Earl Cole is in the house. Earl's in the building. Big shout out to Earl Cole and the Wrestling Experience on his channel. And like I said, make sure you guys check out 3 little snippets I did last night. I did a pre-show talking to some of the wrestlers. I did a live stream during one of the tag team matches, which was a dope tag team match. And you can see Doc live on commentary. You can kind of see CJ later on in the ring, but go check out the video to find out what happened. Cassie, Madam Red, welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaised Radio. Well, today's the last day. Only for a couple more hours will Cassie and the Red Lounge be known as the current Stable War Champions. We'll be naming new Stable War Champions very, very soon here today. Drum monkey. Where's my drum roll? Great to see you, brother. There you go. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. We're going to get right to it, man. We're going to recap what went down in the Stable Wars. Then we're going to talk about what's coming up very soon here on the channel this week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That's how we do it. Another reminder, you guys, if you want to be a part of the show, there is a StreamYards link in the Twitter private chat, the Facebook group, and in the Skype chats. So if you want to be a part of the show, have something to say, pop on in, whether you're on the show or not, whether you want to talk in character or out of character, pop in the show. We'll get some 2 cents from everybody here real quick. But I got a lot of business to take care of here tonight. But we always have to talk about who helps this happen. And that's our sponsors. That's our members to help us bring you the StreamYards content like this. We pay for the monthly service so we can bring more people on the show, so we can have more videos, more fun, all that good stuff. So let's talk and just take a word for a quick word. We'll be right back after these messages. I think, maybe, who knows?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, guys and gals. Cassie here, reminding you to stop into the Red Lounge. We're open 24/7, 365. So come in. We're the only place in town where every story has a guaranteed happy ending. You're watching Leaning Towards Death Wrestling with your boy, Blaze McCoy, on the Blaze Radio Network. Make sure to check out all of his shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. He's putting the unity back in community right here on YouTube.
All right. So, like I said, if you guys want to talk about pro wrestling, AEW, WWE, indie wrestling, anything like that, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern will be live. You can always catch the replay, drop a comment. I love to have you guys on the show. So, without further ado, there's one of the awesome friends. It's going to be a hell of a show. We are down the AI couldn't have been kinder, let's put it that way, to how the Stable War broke down. The undefeated team that made it to the finals has 1 loss. I mean, the other team has 1 loss to the undefeated team. We'll get to it. Let's break it down. Combat Kingdom Stable War. We've had 10 of them now. We're getting into Stable War number 11. We started out way back December 2017, a group named Eternity getting the first ever Stable War Championship. Ruthless Incorporated in summer of 2018, Opaque Brotherhood in 2018 and August of 2019, AF and AM in March 2019 in between there, Steel City Committee December 2019, the Empire June 2020, which evolved to the Alpha Empire October 2020, and then SDS Sudden Death Scavengers in May 2021, the Red Lounge in January 2022, and now we close it out. We may have a third stable war here this year in December again. Who knows? But we're going to tie it all together. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to go all the way to the end of what we did this year. But we have a special guest to come down to really take us back all the way to the first stable war champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable, the man who brought us eternity back in the day, Mordrin Nightwalker is in the building. What's up, Mord?
What the fuck's up, everyone? Thank you very much, Blaze.
We couldn't talk about the stable war without talking about, the origin. When it all started, I opened this company here on the digital wrestling era on YouTube. That was October 30th, 2017. And it grew so fast that I wanted to have a stable war, but I thought I was going to wait. But I figured, let's do it in December. And your group of Eternity came off full blast. And back then, you guys had a lot of familiar foes and friends from WU and E-Feds in the past. So do you remember? I mean, no, we're both old, so our memories are going. But do you have any special memories or anything recall from that first stable war victory?
From that first victory, it was because if you remember, I'll take you back just a hair before that because you were actually mad at me at the time. I was supposed to be part of another.
We've been at odds a lot, Mordrin. You know that.
Yeah, but I was supposed to be in another stable for the inaugural Stable Wars, and I told them where they can go and formed Eternity like a week before you were kicking off Stable Wars.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Drum Monkey, right after this is done, we will have the finals of the Stable War. Big Daddy Beard, we had him on our interview not too long ago. He was a blast. Make sure you check out his channel. But it was weird because I do remember the final match. Do you remember the final match of how Eternity won?
That Rumble.
That was a ladder match.
Actually, we sealed it in the Rumble.
Yeah, and in that ladder match where some punk ass bitch named Frozen Rage grabbed a fucking briefcase and love you, Rage.
Oh no, that was the wrong Stable War. That was actually he turned on us.
Oh, that's
and
right. He turned on you. Yes. Okay.
That's how.
I told you my memory sucks ass. Thank you for.
That's how Ruthless won the second one. No, we won the first one by a lot of longtime people in LTD came from that group. One of them being Jake Bagwell.
That's true. Yep.
Winning the Battle Royal because we were at like third place, and the bonus points from the Rumble gave us the win.
Yeah, the first couple of these we did the medallions. We gave different types of matches, had 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 medallions, and you guys did come back from behind. Yeah, my memory sucks ass, and I appreciate you for correcting me. I'm not one of those guys who thinks I'm always right and I'm not wrong. I was going to say I stand corrected, but I'm sitting. Nevertheless, man, it has been a wild ride, and I have a lot to cover. I'm glad you stopped in because I do want to let you promote your show tomorrow. So tell us about what's going down for Sacrifice tomorrow, if you can, real quick. For those who didn't see his little podcast earlier, check that out. But he's going to give us a quick breakdown of what's going down tomorrow because I always love to spread the love, unity in the community and all that stuff. And you said the same thing at the end of your show. That's what this community is all about. So give us a little preview of what to expect tomorrow.
Tomorrow is going to be huge. It's our summer super show. I don't really call them pay-per-views. You ain't got to pay nothing. You just got to show up. So super show time. Our biggest one of the summer, 12 matches on deck, every title defended, mystery competitors debuting or possibly re-debuting. You'll just have to find out. But going to be an awesome show. I did like you mentioned, the pre-show earlier. First time I've done anything like that. Came off awesome. Thank you again for being there.
Oh yeah, this little medium that we found. Like, I'm not a pat myself on the back type of guy. I'm really not. If you guys really know me, but when we first started this thing, there was a couple people streaming shows, and I watched them closely, and I thought, man, we could really use like a group chat and stuff like that. So, and a lot of you guys were already using Skype and stuff. So I said, let's use Skype, try it out. I didn't know. I mean, I remember driving to West Virginia, which is not too far from here, Morgantown, to a Best Buy to buy my PlayStation, a new TV, and everything to start doing this. And from that point on, just touching base with all the different people. And you remember it, I'm sure, from the beginning when we used to we did all the shout outs for the 5 or 6 shows that we had.
Yeah.
Then it was the 12, then it was the 12 or 21 shows. And now I mean, I told our brother Pete back then once, I said, dude, this is such a cool idea to bring E-Feds to life that, a lot of people took the screenshots for their avatars from the games back in the day, did it with 17 and 16, stuff like that. But, and then I saw all the people doing the entrances and stuff, and I knew this was going to take off. I just had a feeling it was too original, too much fun. And everybody out there, I always say there's no wrong way to do it. Everyone can press that live button, be creative, make yourself an individual. And as I stated at the end of your show, this dude brings all the energy. He's wild and wacky like I get. The commentary's off the hook. The matches are great. And he's creative as fuck. And that is so important, brother. So kudos to you for what you do, my friend.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And that was definitely one thing, seeing like you and seeing Pete and all that. I was like, I can bring my own spin to this.
Yeah, you guys do all these radio shows and talk shows you guys had from back in the day over there. It just evolves, man. And I can't wait for the next evolution because it will get bigger. It will get better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now. And these type of talk shows really help out. I'm a visual guy, man. I want to show whatever I can. So I couldn't justify a membership unless I can give people something back. And when I found out that, now you say you can get like 6 people on there, which is more than adequate. What StreamYards gives you in the free version is way more than adequate than what we need for what we do here.
Yeah.
I ended up needing more and more. And then, and thanks to all the members and everything, that I could get this monthly subscription to bring you more people coming in the back, more videos, more fun stuff, the Legion of Dork with Super Nacho and so much more. So I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Really do. And
definitely. Well, I mean, it's Stable Wars, like you mentioned. This is, and I'll be honest. When I first signed with the company, I was looking for my footing, like anyone signing. Whether you've been in this business 5 minutes or 5 years, you got to find your footing. Stable Wars did that for me.
Well said. And that's what I love doing, is bringing people together. And like I said, there's a lot of people that do their things differently. No matter how you run your digital wrestling show, you're doing it the way you want to do it, and you're having fun. It's cool. But I wanted to involve as many people, so I've dipped into all these different groups, these communities out there.
Yeah.
And I found people that were sports fans and truckers and this and that, all kinds of stuff, and brought them together, because the more the merrier. And I know you have the same sentiment, trying to bring people together. And I respect you for that, my friend. We've had our odds, but I in character, but I respect you as a man outside of character and what you bring to the show. So I appreciate you, bro.
I'll definitely appreciate that. And always been outside the characters. Our characters have been butted heads.
We got to. And that's the beauty of it, dude. If you can, but once and foremost, sometimes get to know who is beside the character if you can. And that makes it even fun to do the in-character shit where people don't think, wow, they really hate each other. And then we've had problems with that in the past in this community because there wasn't enough communication. When you just type, it can be lost in translation, So I've grown to break character more and just talk about how this thing works. And I want to help other people. That's what I'm doing with these interviews too, as well. If you guys check them out, I mean, I want to help people that are beginning YouTubers or growing ones. Find out how to set up your page better, how to get, more people into your show, spread the love. When I go to these other channels and see people that showed up in my community first, I love it. It's just, and then people like Andy Price across the world, Raven and them over in the UK, all these people across the planet. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's been probably the biggest satisfaction that I've gotten from doing this with you guys, has been the fact of, like you just mentioned, the people in UK, Australia, all around the world coming together under the fact of loving the characterization and loving just the channel and what gets broadcast.
Make no bones about it. We all deal with something. We all have ailments. We all have issues. We all have things we deal with in real life. This is therapy.
Yeah,
this stuff can really help people, and that's what I want to do.
You remember when I had to step away due to my health and everything, and it drove me nuts. I mean, I didn't say much in people's shows, but I showed up to a lot of them. And it drove me nuts that I couldn't physically contribute.
Yeah, I've been there too, man. I took my cut. I mean, I've tried to be as consistent as I can and bring shows every week for the 5 years, and people knew if I wasn't doing my show for a week or two, something was probably wrong.
Yeah.
But and I've met so many great people and so many amazing individuals, and I hope to meet a ton more. So make sure you check out Sacrifice tomorrow. What time are you going live?
Looking at around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the channel will be the Eternity Broadcast Channel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Make sure you guys check out Eternity Broadcast Channel tomorrow around 1 p.m. Eastern. You're not going to want to miss this, man. Full of energy. Thanks, Mort. I appreciate you being on, brother.
Thank you very much for having me. Be sure everyone out there, don't stop here. Get to the next show he's doing right after this.
Oh, Stable Wars will conclude tonight. Thanks, Mord.
Oh, anytime.
All righty. So now let's talk about where we went from the beginning. Stable Wars has evolved, different rules every time, different winners almost every time. We got two teams technically. You can give the Alpha Empire to as pretty much the same team. If the core is the same and they add a few, it's the same team if you ask me. Same with the Brotherhood. The Opaque Brotherhood have two under their belts. They're Super Nacho. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Burp Appreciation Society, everybody in the building hanging out. I love you guys for stopping by. I couldn't be more thankful. I don't want to be a sobbing idiot and sit here and bawl like a kid, but you guys really do. And we do make a lot of difference in a lot of people's lives just playing a freaking video game. So it's a beautiful thing. We had 8 teams this year, 10 competitors on each team, 80, not counting Sunshine as my character, 79 different people. A lot of people do have family shows and stuff with multiple characters. No one has 2 characters on my show. Everyone is one individual, one person. And that's just one of the unique things I like to bring. I wanted to bring as many people together. So to have 79 different people part of this broadcast, part of this blazing hot summer of 2022, we had the Solution, the Brotherhood, the Red Lounge, the Awesome Friends, the Future, which was a team thrown together. And for the second Stable War in a row, damn, did they do good. The Asylum, where Mark Caliber turned on the Madness Asylum and brought his own people together. The Lethal Libations and the Scavengers. So we're going to break down each of the shows real quick. And we've had some Match of the Year candidates in some of these shows, man, for damn sure. So let's take a look at the first show. There might be something else first. I think, no, let's look at the brackets. So the format for this year, if you will, we went to the group stage, kind of like a World Cup type thing. 2 groups. This is one of the reasons that I started 2 brands months ago. So there's a little tidbit of why we separated the brands. I wanted to show a true brand split. We still had shows mixed, but the Lethal brand and the Empire brand, we even had general managers for each. Chance and Cougar for Empire until Chance got fired. And Shifty and Cougar for the Lethal brand. Now, I had to make sure they weren't fighting in their own brand. So Shifty and Chance were traded to fight on each other. I was the general manager of the Battle Queen division. This was the end-all, be-all. To finally have 2 group stages. Everyone fought the other teams twice. It left nothing to Chance fun. Because no matter if anybody tied, they would have fought that team already. And then the head-to-head matches were 7 matches, a lethal match, or our standard no disqualification, no count out. Then we had 3 Battle Queen matches, match number 2, 4, and 6. So they were very important matches too, namely that number 4, because that could be a 4-0 win. And then the G6 and the tag matches, every round they rotated. So after the after group 1, the G6 and tag were different. Match 3, match 5, just to mix it up. A lot of active roster members were in a lot of G6 and tag matches because of the 3 individual Battle Queen matches. The heavy weight, the importance of the Battle Queen division was huge in this Stable War. I couldn't stress it enough. And then you see that the number 1 from the top group played number 2 from the bottom group, and vice versa in our semifinals. Now we're at the finals. It has been such a long, wild ride. Started out with the Lethal Libations taking on the Brotherhood, Denver, Colorado, Ball Arena, the Pepsi Center formerly. And this was a 4-1 win. It ended in the G6 match when Rob Machete, Matt Outlaw, and Cowboy John defeated Nox, Frank, and Killer Neptune of the Brotherhood. And as I stated, the Brotherhood very well versed in these Stable Wars. So they came in very prepared. We had a mixed Monarch tag team championship match. We had a tournament before, so we named our first ever Monarch mixed tag team champs, and that's Cougar and Shadow Press beating Shifty and Hot Fire Rose. But we will relive the Monarch championship. That was show number 1. Second show saw the Awesome Friends, as we have the Lethal brand go at it. Awesome Friends versus the former Stable War champs, the Red Lounge. This one went all the way to match number 7, which a lot of them did. Alex Wolf over Stompy. Polly in her debut in a Stable War over Firestar. Corey and Joel, the quintet that don't even like each other but share the same last name. They defeated Wally and Jamar. Speaking of Wally Jamar, we'll see that tag team in action in the finals. TJ's in the house. There he is. Good to see you. We're also going to talk about the title matches coming up this week. So those who aren't in the finals, stay tuned. We're going to finally release the match cards for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Got some special guests to talk to, too, here on the show, so stick around. And if anybody else wants to join in, all you got to do is click on that StreamYard links on any of my private chats and come on in and have a good time and hang out with your boy for a minute. It's going to be quick because we have a lot to cover, and we're less than a half an hour from the Supercard, but I do want to touch base with some people. Susie the Elf defeated Cougar. Chance, Brandon, and Cody defeated RA, PK, and Shadow Press. So there's a tag team, a G6 team that's never fought together, even though Chance and Brandon has teamed together, defeating our former G6 champs in the Cowboys from Hell. But that was a 3-2 lead for the Red Lounge. It looks like they were going to dominate again. And then the next thing you know, which happened a lot, Shulky got the win and made it 3-3. And then her husband, Super Nacho, came on and defeated Drum Monkey, and it was 4-3. A win for the Awesome Friends and a loss for the Red Lounge in the first round. Could they come back? We'll see. The Asylum and the Scavengers. Scavengers, a lot of remnants from the Sudden Death Scavengers. Rest of them pretty much in the Solution as well. And the Asylum, we talked about Mark Caliber turning his back on the Madness Asylum, stealing the keys, really, like literally stealing the keys from the Madness Asylum, making it his own. And he got the rights to my damn asylum. So me and Ripper are still looking to rebuild that. So stay tuned for that. This one, again, going 7 matches. Shifty and Mark Caliber put on one hell of a match at the end. And Shifty got the win. Goddess of Pain beating Jen Richards forced that match number 7. Shifty got the win. The Scavengers with a win in round 1, which would help them get to the playoffs later on. Show number 3, The Future and the Solution. 2 teams debuting in the Stable War. The Solution, like I said, a lot of members from the Sudden Death Scavengers, but the Future, the team thrown together with whoever was not in a stable. Now, granted, you have teams like David Fowler and Austin Black. I mean, David Fowler and Hunter McIntyre teaming as the Future before. Jester and Turmoil were a team as well. Danny Wells was part of the Australian-American Coalition who almost won the previous Stable War. This one, another 7 matches, and this is where we got our Match of the Year candidate in the final. Crimson over Turmoil, then Amanda beat Whisper to make it 1-on-1. Hunter and Jeff beat Jake and JW, but then Kelly beat Carmen to make it 2-2. David, Austin, and Danny beat Atticus, Andy, and Joker. Then Lady Devil came back and beat Angelita. We go to number 7. Hey, Hoofhearted in the building. Match number 7 is our Match of the Year candidate. All these iron matches. This was Clinton McCleary and Jester going the distance almost to the end. Man, this was a great match. Jester getting the win, and the Future shocking the Solution in round 1. All right, round 2 began with the Red Lounge and the Lethal Libations. Could the Red Lounge get off the snide and make a run? No, they didn't. It was 4-2. When Juniper beat Firestar in the third Battle Queen match, it was over. And the Red Lounge went down 0-2. They had to get a win in the third one to even hope to be in the playoffs. But when you lose 2 and there's only 3, you're in big trouble. The second match in round 2, the Brotherhood and the Awesome Friends. The Awesome Friends continued their dominance. Although it was 4-2, Paulie defeating Sunshine ended it, and Brandon Ace with the win in the Iron Man match got himself a lethal title shot. Brandon Ace and Chance continued to be undefeated under the Awesome Friends banner, and the Awesome Friends went 2-0 after round 2. The Empire Division saw the Solution versus the Asylum in show number 7. This one with a 4-2 finish. Molly Shamrock defeated Crushing Kelly in the third Battle Queen match. And then we saw the return of TRC and McAllister this show. 2 guys, and we've never done that before. When we're in a stable where the rosters are locked. But when TRC and McAllister, 2 guys that were great supporters and really good in the ring, wanted to come back, gave them their opportunity. TRC with a very impressive win over McAllister. But the story was the Asylum 4-2 over the Solution. Final match in round 2. It was the Scavengers and the Future. Another 7-match series. Couldn't tell you how much the AI was so kind in this stable war. Tito over Hunter, Jen over Angelita, Jeff, David, and Danny defeated Shifty, Vulture, and Dragonheart. Amanda over Misha, Jester and Turmoil beat Blade Charge and TJ Toad. Blade Charge and TJ Toad will go on to, they already have number 1 contenderships for the World Tag title, so we'll see that coming up later too. Hotfire Rose defeated Carmen Gonzalez, and then J-Dog beat down the Lethal Champion Austin Black. Almost had a burp for you there, burp appreciation. And it was the Scavengers going 2-0 after the first 2 rounds. Round 3. Ding, ding, ding. Wrong one. There you go. Round 3. We had the Awesome Friends 2-0. Lethal Libations 2-0. Little did we know this would end up being our finals. The matchup that we have tonight. Tried to mix it up so none of the same matches happen. This is how the first episode of tonight's finals went down way back on July 23rd in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Fiserv Forum. Matt Outlaw over Jamar. Jessica beat Shalky, and the Libations were up 2-0. Brandon and Cody beat Ripper and Danger. Paulie beat Juniper. Machete and Brian LG with MSW defeated Nacho, Wally, and Stompy. Then Cougar with a vital win over Jade Barrett, and that made it 3-3. Chance Harper defeated Cowboy John, and the Awesome Friends stayed undefeated. Going into the playoffs, 3-0. Lethal Libations also qualifying, and then they, as you'll see later on, ended up making it today's final. The Brotherhood and the Red Lounge at 0-2. So was the Brotherhood. These two fought for title shots because they were both pretty much eliminated from the playoffs at this point. So Knox Boogie got a Crazy 8 title shot. Wrestling Mama qualified for the Battle Queen Gauntlet. Big Daddy Beard and Uncle Frank got Blitzkrieg title shots. Sunshine Marigold won a Tap Out Princess title shot, but we have since then take that away from her because she's my character. I don't want her having a title shot. And we got someone else that got it later on. Corey Drum and RA got Blitzkrieg title shots. Susie qualified for the Battle Queen Gauntlet. Joel Quinn a Crazy 8 title shot. And then TRC beat McAllister again. Yeti won a Rumble on that show too. The best of 7 was 4-0 for the Brotherhood. So they little too late for the Brotherhood having our first 4-0 shutout to get to that spot. The Future versus the Asylum. This one, another 7-match series. All the way to match number 7. It came down to David Fowler and Matt Storm in an Iron Man match, and dominance by David Fowler, surprisingly, over Matt Storm, one half of the tag champs. And the Future qualified for the playoffs. This was a playoff match. Winner was in, loser went home. Final match of the group stage from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Scavengers and the Solution. Solution trying to play spoilers and trying to win some title shots. Scavengers trying to go into the playoffs undefeated like the Awesome Friends. However, well, the Solution, the Scavengers had other plans for the Solution had other plans for the Scavengers. Atticus Black with a win over Jay Vulture. Another game 7, if you will. Scavengers still make the playoffs, but Atticus clinched a Monarch title shot for himself and Kelly. Crimson Joker and Caliber qualified for that G6 match we had the other night, so they can name. And we do have Crimson won that and named his 2 tag team partners. We'll find that out tonight. Andy and Clinton won G8, Crazy 8 title. Crazy 8 title opportunity. Crush and Kelly qualified for the Battle Queen Gauntlet, which we'll also cover here momentarily. Playoff time. That's right. Playoffs, as we had 2 playoff games to find out who was in the finals. 3-0 Awesome Friends in the upstart Future at 2-1. Chance Harper continued to be undefeated in the opening match as part of the Awesome Friends over Danny Wells. Paulie over Amanda Tyler, making it 2-0. Stompy, Cody, and Brandon at Ace. Brandon continuing to be undefeated under the Awesome Friends banner as well. Defeated Austin, Jeff, and Jester. Cougar Night closed the door on the future as they went 4-0 as she beat Carmen Gonzalez. Impressive. Super Nacho and Jamar got a tag team win. Angelita beat Shalky to get that Tap Out Princess title. Wally and Turmoil went to a draw. Turmoil had a shot at the Lethal Championship if he did win. And then Yeti and Rex teamed it up together. There he is. Oh, you got screwed in all kinds of ways. Teaming with Rex, you should expect that. JW Caliber, well, Rex got the best of him in the show before that as he beat the hell out of Rex. Rex beat him up with a shovel, took his spot in the Rumble. Rex had 2 spots in the damn Rumble. And then Caliber tried to attack Rex after the show and got beat down with a shovel again. But JW and Jake got their redemption over Yeti and Rex in a tag team match in that one. And the Friends, the AF, awesome Friends indeed, clinched the finals. The other playoff matchup we saw the other night, it was awesome. It was awesome pun. Lethal Libations and Scavengers went at it, both 2-1. Captain Danger started the Lethal Libations off, beating TJ Toad. Juniper beat Misha, and it was 2-0. Could we see another 4-0 shutout? Vulture, J-Dog, and Big Tito had other plans. That G6 went to the Scavengers. Could the Scavengers come back and make it to the finals? Well, Jade Barrett over Hot Fire Rose and Brian LG over an MSW beating Shifty and Dragonheart closed the door on that affair. Now, a lot happened right there in that match. After that, Jen Richards beat Jessica Vesuvius, Blade Charge beat Matt Outlaw, and then Crimson won that G6 qualifier to name his partners for the tournament. But something really strange happened in that Miles Stanley Ward Brian LG match with Shifty and Dragonheart. Let's bring on Miles and see if do you remember the weird ending? Welcome, first and foremost, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I don't remember seeing that, but
so right at the end of the match, Dragonheart didn't help Shifty, and you guys won.
Oh wow!
So it was a very weird ending, and we got a Mad Dragon Clown after that, as we've seen before. So Dragonheart had the opportunity to stop the pinfall. I don't know really what happened. We might get an answer. We'll find out here momentarily. But Miles, 2 things. A big win with you and Brian LG, who have teamed together many times as a tag team.
Right.
But now you guys are going into the finals, man. What's your thoughts on having the opportunity to win your first Stable War Championship?
I'm saying this right now. Today, we make history. Lethal Libations, comrades. We're going to put the whooping, our revenge appearance against Awesome Friends. We're going to make history in Combat Kingdom Stable War 11. We're going to put the whooping on those 10 members.
Call them whatever you want.
Those 10 delinquents.
Yeah,
and we're going to put we'll be the first time winners in the Stable Wars.
Well,
I deserve to be as Stable Wars champion around here, damn it. Literally.
Your squad has really come together. I mean, Jessica, Jade, and Juniper have been great cheerleaders and warriors in the ring for the squad. You got the Lethal Libations bar crew that have always been a tight-knit team. So, Miles, hey, man, good luck, man. And I wish you guys the best. And with the energy like that and the unity your team has, I wouldn't put it past you guys to be the champ. So, best of luck, and thanks for being on the show, as always, my friend.
I'm looking forward to this. Yeah.
He can't wait. So, let's see now. I'm going to have a first-time person on the show here. See if we can get some answers to what went down in that tag team match. Let's welcome the one and only Dragonheart. What's up? Are you there, my friend?
Clear as the day I was born.
There he is. Welcome to the show, my friend.
First time ever, but it ain't the last time I've been on a podcast.
Glad to have you, my friend, as always. Doing wonderful things over there on your channel. Always support
and by the way, I'm speaking as Junior, the son of the one that yanked his mask off.
Okay, Junior. Well, do you know anything about, what was going through the head of your dad there in that match? I mean, was it just miscommunication? Did you just try, did he have any answers to why he didn't help Shifty at the end?
know what the hell what my father was thinking. And even Kasumi is perplexed.
I know.
And that girl loves her dad more than anything in the world.
It's crazy, man. I tell you. And I don't know what to expect tonight, but from what I've heard, there's rumors going around that we will get a resolution. We will get answers tonight. I mean,
I have a bet. I don't know about you, Blaze, but I'm kind of like my dad in a way. We have a short fuse. The entire family are known to have short fuses, but it's a lot worse with Kasumi because not only does she have that demonic rage, but she also has her mother's dark Hado, and you know what the dark Hado is all about.
Man, the Dragon family, your little clique is a tight knit family, much love, and always got each other's back. I got a lot of respect for that, man. Your dad has taught you well, and I've seen you in action a lot of places too. So,
what can I say? I like taking to the skies.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm getting a weird feeling about it tonight too. So
I think Dad's blood has turned black.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So look out for your dad tonight. And
I got a bad feeling about this. I know my father. When he gets like this, hell will break loose.
Well, I wish the best for you and your family tonight. And it's going to be a wild show.
I feel sorry for Kasumi's mother. She might go and kick him somewheres.
Hey, man, in all realistic things here, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it, my friend.
It's no problem. It's no problem. On a real tip.
Yeah, amen, my brother. And I love the energy you bring on your show and everything you're doing on your channel as well. Shout out to you, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do it best for the most of it.
Hey, this is the first time on the show. Don't let it be the last. I'd love to have you on again.
Oh, trust me. There may be times you might see me again, especially because there's a possibility I'm going into DC the week after next for the WWE Raw event.
Nice.
And Lala Chan is going to be there.
Oh, man. I hope you have a great time, man. It's going to be a great show. A lot of exciting stuff.
Best believe I will. Best believe.
Thanks for being on the show, buddy.
You.
Always a good time on his channel whenever you could stop over there. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here, man. What's going down? The finals. Tonight, baby. Drum Monkey, I'm stealing your drum roll. And I got to admit, man, we've had some issues, I'll be real, in the stable war. And we talked about it with Morgan earlier. And I'm going to get to someone who is part of one of these teams and someone who's part of the action coming up next week here momentarily. We had some real issues with the stable wars in the first couple. People taking things personally, people doing things out of character that, in character. And we had to make a lot of changes. But this year, it's been wonderful. Win or lose, please try to have fun with this show. No one likes to lose. But there's a lot of really good examples out there. Stompy had a really good example earlier. Yeti has fun, win or lose. Shifty's always a good example. Nacho likes losing. I'm still trying to figure that out. But if it's any word of advice from your boy Blaze, if you're going to get upset, that's totally understandable. I hate losing too. Go silent. Do something else. Don't take it out on the people in the show because the person running the show has worked their ass off. And it is a game. It is computer-based. We don't have control over who wins. I do not book the winners. I've had people come and say, hey, you're booking me like crap. I don't book nothing, man. You guys earn your title shots, and the computer decides who wins based on how you created your character and just variety. So you never know what to expect sometimes. But like I said, this stable war has been off the hook. It's been off the chain. And I'd like to bring someone on, speaking of differences in character. I've had a lot of problems with this guy. He's caused a lot of issues. He was never supposed to have a contract here in LTD. But I cannot disrespect him in the ring. He has been a world champion. He has been undefeated as a member of the Awesome Friends. And thank God it's not Chance Harper. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the show the Charm City player, Brandon Ace. What's up, Brandon?
Hello, ass clown. How you doing?
Expect nothing less from you. So all I want to hear from you, because if you start spitting too much garbage, I'm going to get sick in my stomach. So tell me, what is your thoughts going into these finals? You look at the matchup. You guys beat them the last time. We just talked about it. You kick off the show against the man we just talked to, Miles Stanley Ward, in match number 1. Give me your thoughts.
Wait, Miles Stanley Ward? You mean that guy that is dressed like a bootleg transformer? That guy?
Yes, sir. Opening match, which has been a very deciding factor in these best of 7s. Whoever wins that first one more than likely can take it, get that first win. So what about the rest of your team? They didn't like you and Chance being a part of there. Nacho brought you on, and we got shit from Stompy and Cody and some of the other guys going, why are they on the team? They're going to mess us up. They're going to separate us. Speak to that a little bit.
Well, I'll give Super Nacho credit because he actually used his brain for once in his lifetime, which is a rare occurrence, because he realized maybe I want to win. So he hired 2 of the best talented wrestlers in the world today, which is me and Chance. But it wasn't cheap. He pretty much paid us very handsomely to pretty much do the heavy lifting, carrying the other teams to victory. And look where we're at. We're undefeated. And we're about to, and it's going to stay that way, because we're going to end up steamrolling the team that we beat last time, making it a clean sweep and winning the State Wars tournament.
It's really tough, but I got to be professional about it, and I got to be real. I cannot knock what you guys do in the ring, and you and Chance have been undefeated. You guys have proven it. Timothy's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Share it out. We're going to talk a little bit more, and we're going to break it down here soon because it's almost time. But this show needs to be going to another level. Now, it would be beside myself to not do what needs to be done. The opening match. Miles, I got to bring you back on. You heard what this guy just had to say about you. What do you have to say in rebuttal?
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now, Brandon Ace. You can call me whatever you want, but at that first match, I'm going to put the whooping on your sorry ass in that first match, because I'm going to make my first win in this Stable Wars finals. And we're going to see that you and all the awesome friends, you the 10s, and that we, the LLCs, are the ones
Brandon,
to get the victory.
Brandon, this dude's coming at you with a lot of energy. He's hyped for this first match. Do you have a rebuttal to what he's saying, man? He's coming full blast at you, bro.
What did he say? I kind of fell half asleep with what he said. And also, copyright bloodline infringements. Like, come up with something original, my friend.
There you go.
Like saying,
please, you and your Charm City players.
At least it's original. I come up with my own stuff, and you're not the first person that says that's gonna whoop my ass. Trust me, there are many, many people that have said that. But at the end of the day, when they get in that ring, they're the ones that are on the floor. Beat down is I'm standing tall.
He said you are the ones going to be on the floor. Ouch!
Oh, boy,
shots
please.
Fired.
I don't think so. You and your awesome friends don't stand a chance, Brandon Ace.
Hey, man, we're going to cut it off. I tell you what, listen. I'm gonna steal a line from my man, Mark Henry. There's been enough talk, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be time for the main event. We're going to settle it in the ring. Brandon Ace, Miles Stanley Ward. That kicks off the show here in under 10 minutes. We're probably going to run a little bit over. That's the first match. Then we have Cougar versus Jade Barrett. You know, Cougs always comes hard as she can in the ring. I'm wishing for a little lick if I can. And Jade Barrett, she has been on one hell of a roll. Then we have a tag match. Wally and Jamar versus Cowboy John and Matt Outlaw. Let's get a word from one of the awesome friends on what he thinks going into this. Mr. Jamar, my friend, welcome in.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Glad to have you on. So let's talk about it. You and Wally have been successful as a tag team before in the Awesome Friends. You're taking on Cowboy John and Matt Outlaw from the Lethal Libations Bouncers. Give us a quick one-hit wonder. What is going through your mind going into this fight here in just a few minutes?
Me and Wally's gonna eat them like pancakes.
Ooh,
We're gonna eat them like
he got a David Fowler pun out there after pancake pun.
we're gonna eat them like pancakes. Then we get them down like syrup, and then we're gonna just beat them down. I know these two guys, these two bouncers. I fought one of them before, like in other shows. I got my ass kicked, but
It happens.
Yeah, it happened. I got my ass kicked, but this time, me and Wally, you have two of the best wrestlers right here. You have the Green Monster Giant, and you have one of the best oppressive wrestlers.
Our internet champion right here, Jamar. You are the internet champion, my friend.
And I'm gonna say this to my opponent who actually has to face me for my championship. You're not gonna take my championship from me at all. You know why? I will not die. I don't care if I'm bleeding. I don't care I have broken bones. I will still be the LTD champion, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
That's
Jamar
weird.
heading in. Jamar and Wally going to take on Cowboy and Outlaw, and we're going to talk about that title fight and all the other ones.
I got one more.
Go ahead, brother. Let it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will make my own wrestling company.
Sweet.
But I have to ask you, how about that? I'm making my wrestlers right now. I already got the people I got on my list, on my roster. I already making one right now. But yeah, how about if LTD versus JGCW? What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you what, brother. You get up and running. Just, as always, a word of advice. You're going to bring in any characters from the DWS. Hit them up on social media. Find out, if they want to be a part of the show. I'm sure you can have a really good show. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamar will be in action later. He's bringing his own digital wrestling here. Awesome stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's talk about the rest of the show here. And I got another special guest I'm going to bring on. Big shout out to Jamar, Miles, everyone coming on. Mordrin. This is a blast. This is what this show's about. I want you to be able to just come in and talk about stuff, maybe shoot the shit a little bit too. TRC, speaking about shooting the shit, oh boy, look at that. There he is. TRC in the house making his triumphant return. We're going to talk about TRC in a minute too. So to continue the match card for tonight, let's get down and break down each match. We just talked about what went down, and we have a couple more guests, so we are going to overrun here. We're going to bring on, we got a couple more people that I want to bring on. Brandon and Miles, our first match of the night here tonight, as soon as we kick it off, live in Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York. Cougar Night, Jade Barrett in match number 2. Going to be a burner. Cougar already won half of the Monarch Tag Team Champions with Shadow Press, going up against Jade Barrett on one hell of a rampage right now. Third match, as we rotate Tag and G6, bringing us Wally and Jamar versus Cowboy John and Matt Outlaw. We just talked about it. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Daniel Barry's in the house too. Welcome in. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs up. We're going to be live with the show here in just a few minutes after we close this down. Couple more orders of business as we keep going here. Shulky will take on Jessica Vesuvius, two monsters in our Battle Queen division. Going to collide in our second Battle Queen match. And then we have the undefeated Chance Harper, Nacho, and Cody Hagan teaming up against Captain Danger, Rob Machete, and Brian L.G. Final two matches, Paulie and Juniper will close out the Battle Queen portion, if necessary, for the best of 7. And then, final match, Iron Man match. First time ever, one-on-one, Stompy Collins and Ripper. Oh, wow, check it out. The Great Red Dragon, you pansy. Welcome in. How you doing, my friend? TRD, great to see you, man. Hey, big shout out to the Great Red Dragon. Way back in the day when my channel started taking off and I was still getting involved in some of the WU stuff and Amadeus's channel and his stuff, I still love listening in to what you guys do. I'm still paying attention. The Great Red Dragon reached out to me and gave me some of the best advice with my channel. A lot of hashtags, a little stuff to make it easier to be found, a little insight. And I mean, the guy's been doing I call it digital wrestling, whether it's e-fetting, whether it's WU, whether it's anything on your phone, your device, digital wrestling of any kind, all the way up to here. So shout out to the Great Red Dragon, reaching out and starting that unity in the community way back in the day, bringing a bunch of different stuff together. And I appreciate you, my friend. So that's our show for tonight. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. I need a drink for this one. I don't have one. Oh, no problem. No problem, Dragon. No problem. We had a great angle with Shifty and Great Red Dragon back in the day, too. So I'm bringing on someone who's definitely not who he says he is, but we'll see what he has to say about the finals here tonight. I think it's Chance Harper. He's muted himself. Are you there?
I am definitely not Chance Harper. I don't know that guy. I've never seen him a day in my life.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I heard he's a terrible person.
But whoever you are, why don't you give us your 2 cents on the finals of the Stable War here, since I have a weird feeling you have a little experience in Stable Wars.
Well, I've seen a few. Watched them very closely as a supporter of LTD. Definitely not Chance. I haven't been in any, if that's what you're referring to at all. But I think it's going to be very action-packed. We've got 2 really solid teams that are about to clash. One's obviously better than the other one because they're undefeated. But, that's not what we're going to talk about. We're just going to talk about how great they're going to be when they actually clash. That undefeated team's definitely going to win, though.
This isn't Elliot Fresh, is it?
Oh, no. I go by Phineas Couch.
Oh, jeez. Bringing back some wild names that I made with some wacky characters. I appreciate it. So whoever you are, you're guessing that the Awesome Friends will win tonight.
Well, see, if I had to put these 2 teams side by side and look at them on paper, the Awesome Friends have more experience with Combat Kingdom in their favor. Now, you've got some people on the other side that have been in multiple.
I was going to say, Cowboy, Outlaw, Machete, I think, has been in all of them.
None of them have actually won.
True.
Maybe Machete. I think he's gotten close to sniffing the final.
He was actually in Ruthless when they won. Him and Shamrock were. I don't know how they got in that fucking group, but they were there.
But when you look at the other side, there's a bunch of first-time winners if they're able to pull it off.
True.
On the other side, you've got a couple different people that have managed to pull in wins, specifically that Chance Harper guy. He's almost like a specialist.
Let's not talk about him. I'd rather get your take on the Battle Queen component of the Stable War. What do you think about the effect of having 3 singles matches of Battle Queens in every head-to-head?
Well, that is definitely like you've been. I really don't want to echo you here, but it's kind of hard not to. You've made it a very vital part of this Combat Kingdom because, at any given point, it can come down to one of those matches.
Yep.
The Battle Queens are pretty much the backbone of this Combat Kingdom, and it's very refreshing to see, honestly.
Well, you sound like someone who's been watching the show for quite some time, and if you have been since pretty much day one, we didn't have a ladies division. Then we had little battle royals with the ladies. They were Valet Wednesdays, which I got in a little bit of trouble here and there, but eventually we got our own division January 1st, 2021, and ever since they have been a vital part of this company, and even more so here. But before I let you go, I do want your take on a certain match for tonight. And I want you to break this one down a little bit for me. It's a G6 match. I think whoever you are, I think you may have watched some of our G6 matches. They're wild. They're crazy. It's elimination. It's falls count anywhere. Do you have faith in Cody Hagan? Let me ask you that.
Oh God. Oh hell no. No, I don't think that guy's capable of doing anything right. But
So,
he's got some great people on his team, so he should be able to at least hold his own.
so you're picking Cody to be eliminated first, but the Awesome Friends to still win this match. Is that what
Oh,
you're
definitely, definitely. The Awesome Friends are going to be incredible. Like when it comes down to G6 competition, you've got a multi-time champion there in Chance. This is not something that he's strained to at all whatsoever. Those
Nah.
other guys, I don't think I've ever seen them with any G6 gold on them. So
Yeah.
like, not as experienced. Plus, like they've never worked together as a team. We've seen Chance and Cody Hagan on a team. We've seen Chance and Nacho on a team.
Well, let's talk. Let me ask you the same question I asked Brandon. You got a lot of heat when Super Nacho hired you and Brandon Ace to bring you onto this team. Cody, Stompy.
Well, it wasn't me. I'm definitely not sure.
Okay. Chance and Brandon got a lot of heat when they were hired by Super Nacho to be a part of this team. What's your thoughts, not Chance, on the dissension that happened, and then Chance and Brandon not losing a damn match and being undefeated? Like, how do you think, if you were to guess, not being Chance, not being on the team, but how would you guess? How did that come to play?
Well, I heard whispers from a certain serpent that
God.
there was talk of Chance and Nacho attempting to become a tag team in some way. So it only made sense that Chance would end up getting pulled into the Awesome Friends for that. With him being associated with Brandon Ace, of course, obviously he'd be a smart choice to round out that group. But for those who thought it was a bad idea, in your fucking faces, eat shit. We're undefeated. You're not.
Well, it made wrestling.
Well, they're undefeated. I'm not Chance.
It made wrestle sense, if I can throw a pun out there, and it ended up being a grim omen. You know, it's like eating Eden's apple and being hellbound. You know what I'm saying? It ends up that way. Monstars in the house. Big shout out to you, Peckerhead. Good to see you. Got to bust your balls as always. Not Chance. It was nice meeting you.
It's been a pleasure. I've been watching for a very long time. I'm a very
DNC
big
can
fan.
be your nickname. DNC. Definitely not Chance in the house. Thank you.
Hey, I might have to add an E at the end of that.
Thank you for supporting the channel. Definitely not Chance. Any final words before I send you off to not get ready for this match later on tonight?
Hi Cougs, I love you. We're gonna win. Let's take these losers to Disney World afterwards.
There you go. He's taking them to Disney World. All right, take your shit to Disney World. You fucking son of a bitch. No fair. No, definitely was not Chance. First time watchers out there. Moonstar Sport. You must be from a different country or something with a name like that. I'm not sure who Moonstar Sports or something is. Long time watcher, first time caller there. Yeah. Yep. That's what we have. Saying, we got some first timers out there. They're definitely not members of the roster or former world champions whatsoever. Speaking of world champions, and Nacho is taking them to Disney World if they win tonight. There you go. Well, I'm sure there'll be a party in the Lethal Libations Lounge if they win as well. Well, it looks like we're going to push the show back to 4:30. We got a little bit more business to take care of. It's 5 after. I do have to set up a couple links to share out before we go live, but we're not done, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your current champions. And this picture could change drastically in the next couple weeks. All these titles will be defended this week, and then the Stable War champs will get their shots. That's right. The grand prize of the Stable War, all 10 competitors will get 2 championship opportunities. They'll fight each other for the Battle Queen shot and the triple threat. And who knows, it'll be a 7, maybe 6-man. We might have an eliminator, but the 7 active roster members have to compete to see who gets the world title shot. And then the rest will be divvied up by the committee. So real quick, Drum Monkey, your world champion. Killshot and Matt Storm holding the world tag titles. Austin Black defeating Brandon Ace and Shadow Press for the Lethal Championship. Goddess of Pain, your battle queen. She has the gauntlet coming up. Definitely not the guy that guy was talking about. Chance Harper is our Blitzkrieg champion. Hunter McIntyre, the Crazy 8 champ. Pretty filthy. And we're going to have a mini tournament to decide who fights Joel Quinn, David Fowler, and Jeff Matthews. Joel Quinn was handed a list of competitors to pick from, handpicked as individuals. They won a qualifier and won the damn titles. They'll be defending them soon. We'll have a chamber match to decide who will face Monstar Factories, Annabelle and Molly, your tag champs in the Battle Queen division. 6 ladies will go into a chamber. The winner picks her partner to face the Double Duchesses. We're going to talk about that here in a moment. We just heard from Jamar. His opponent's the wild-eyed freaking Yeti. That's going to be wild. We have Shadow Press and Cougar Knight, the Monarch champions. And I talked about it earlier. Atticus Black and Kelly Black have qualified to fight them. And Firestar has defended that title several times already. She'll take on Angelita Nightwalker for the first time ever for that title. So this is what's coming up this week. This is a release of the match card for the first time. It'll be up after today on the website. Here's how it's breaking down. Crimson Ninja has named JW Caliber and Jake Bagwell as his partners. They will take on RA, PK, SP, all the initials, all the acronyms. The winner of that will face the other G6 qualifier we'll talk about in a minute. Count Z and Riley Wolf will face Leo and Teddy in a tag team match. We also have that Battle Queen Double Duchess Chamber. Carmen Gonzalez, Amanda Tyler, Whisper Bagwell, Enchanted Raven, Cassie Madam Red, and Lady Devil. The winner picks their tag team partner to face Molly and Annabelle from the Monstar Factory. And that guy, that first-time Moonstar guy from Canada or whatever, there you go. He'll have his team. I don't know, maybe someday Sean Shamrock, former world champ, will come back as a manager again. He's not getting back in the ring. That pussy will never do it. I don't know. He says he's never going to do it. A brand new G6 team, Jester, Turmoil, and the returning McAllister will face off with former G6 champs. Oh, look at that. It's J-Dog, J-Vulture, and TRC. Shadow Press and Cougs versus Atticus and Kelly Black. A Blitzkrieg Rumble between Caliber, Alex, Killa, Nord Norin, David Fowler, Jeff Matthews, Danny Wells, Brooklyn Joker, and 2 surprises. We're looking at a Blitzkrieg Rumble title shot, at least one there. I hope one of those surprises isn't who I think it is. There'll be 2 title shots if it is, if you guys know where I'm going with that. And then the Rumble Championship will be in the building. There he is, Grega John. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaze Radio, my friend. Grega in the building. We're closing this down here in just a few minutes. We got 2 more people to talk to before we get to the big time show coming up very shortly. Here's what else is coming down the pike. Thursday after the Wrestle Sense podcast and Friday. The 2 winners of those tag fights will face off Thursday night, starting off our Battle Queen special to find out who will face the G6 champs. Hunter McIntyre, Killshot Matt Storm, Tito, Knox, Drum, Joel, Andy, and Clinton all qualified. Can they take the title off of Hunter McIntyre? We'll find out. Firestar and Angelita will go at it. Oh, and I forgot. We got some business to take care of here tonight. Woo! We're going to do it right now, to be honest. We're going to do it right after I close this down. We have to find out what order the Battle Queen Gauntlet will be. Goddess of Pain has Cougar, Jessica, Mama, Susie the Elf, and Crushing Kelly. Talked about it before. One of Goddess's championships was in a tournament where she was in the elimination bracket and won 5 matches in a row to win that title. Can she do that again? That's crazy. I don't know if she can do it again, people. I don't know. Put it in the chat. Do you think Goddess can run the whole gauntlet? Yes or no? She's won 5 before. Can she do it again? Before we get into our final 2 guests that are waiting in the back and the final few matches here to close it out, we're going to take care of business right here. Let's go ahead and bring on the magic wheel. Where is my wheel? Share the wheel. All right, people. It's time to find out who will go first. Goddess will face in order, back to back to back to back to back, and then we'll have a winner. Now, we already know Jen Richards is qualified as the number 1 contender. She awaits whoever wins this. And then we'll have whoever wins the Stable War Championship. So without further ado, let's find out who will face Goddess of Pain first. The human volcano eruptor, Jessica Vesuvius, right off the bat. Holy sheep shit, as Shifty would say. That's going to be wild. Big shout out to Marvel Cuphead in the house as well. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs up for your boy Blaze. We are getting ready to go to the Stable War Finals here in just a few minutes. Madison Square Garden is packed. People are filing in. We'll be live shortly. So, Jessica, you get the first shot. But here's the thing. Whether Jessica or Goddess wins, you will be the champion, but you have to fight again. As a reminder, there he is. Thanks for the haircut. I dig it. I just cut my haircut earlier today. As a reminder, we had a gauntlet in the active roster with 3 different people. We had 4 different champions that night. Each match had a new champ. And Drum Monkey ended up winning that title back later on, but that was wild, man. Very wild. So we'll see what happens in this gauntlet. Let's see who's next up. Spin the wheel, baby. Second in the gauntlet, Wrestling Mama. So Wrestling Mama will be second in the gauntlet. And like I said, there's no shame in holding the title, and if you lose it in this gauntlet, because fight after fight after fight is not easy to do. You get a world championship reign, celebrate that bitch, whether it's 5 minutes, 5 weeks, or 5 months. I wouldn't say 5 years. 3 left to go. And the last one could end up being the champ and taking the title off. At number 3, Crushing Kelly. Crushing Kelly has been wanting this one-on-one opportunity. Probably not exactly how she wants it in a gauntlet, but like I just said, you win a title, you got the title. So now, who will be the final 2? Whoever's next will decide number 6 as well. Will it be Cougar? Will it be Susie? Oh, it's right at the end. It's Cougar at number 4. Susie will be number 5 in the gauntlet. There you have it, folks. Now we know how that's going to break down when it comes to play. So your order, it'll happen on Thursday. I'll go back to here. I'm not done with this yet. On Thursday, we will break that down. We have a lot more to go. Jake Bagwell will take on that guy to open the show on Saturday. We've seen what's happened with him and JW, and now Jake and that dude are going to fight. 3 that just got eliminated in the Battle Queen division will go up against each other. Hot Fire Rose, Misha Ramji, and the number 1 contender, Jen Richards. If Hot Fire Rose or Misha Ramji can win, they will be in the top 5 and have a contendership to go for that title as well next month. Blade Charge has earned the right to face Austin Black for the Lethal Championship. And then I talked about this earlier. Molly and Annabelle will take on the winner of the chamber match and their partner. We also talked about this. Joel, David, and Jeff will take on the G6 tournament. We also talked about this. Jamar and a Wild-Eyed Yeti going at it for the internet title. Mike Wasson and Matt Storm will fight for the tag titles. TJ Toad and Blade Charge. And yes, Blade Charge got double duty that night. He could walk away the World Tag and the Lethal Champ. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. And then Drum Monkey, World Champion, against former World Champion Paragon of Greatness. So we got 2 guests to bring on here. First, I want to talk about someone who has 2 title opportunities as well. He will be in the Crazy 8 Championship, as you see on screen here, and the Blitzkrieg title. So Tuesday and Thursday are going to be big nights for him. Let's bring him on all the way from the other side of the planet, Mr. Andy Price. Welcome, Andy.
Hey, Blaze, everybody. Well,
how's it going, man?
Well, the sun's finally just come out. Thanks to the guy who does time zones. Yeah, I see that. That should be my next opponent. The guy who does the time zones.
Two title shots. Let's talk about your first one. So the first night you go up against Corey, R.A., Wally, Wasson, Yeti, Big Daddy. I mean, the big guys, little guys, and the champion chance. Blitzkrieg opportunity. Andy, your take on that real quick.
A lot of guys I've got history with. You guys haven't got much history with. But win or lose, I got two thoughts going in. One, if I can win the belt, obviously. The other, LTD World Champions in the match.
Very good point.
Might make a statement if I can get him out of the Rumble. Just a thought.
You can continue that sentiment with the Crazy 8 match because he's in that one too. Clinton, Matt Storm, Tito, Knox, Joel. So you'll have two opportunities at Drum Monkey, two opportunities at title. Good luck, man. You could walk away. I mean, they are the toughest titles to win because you have so many opponents.
Oh, yes.
Make no mistakes about it. And with the Blitzkrieg Rumble, the number might matter as well. You come out first or second, you're going to have a lot more work to do than that. So, and let me ask, go ahead.
Well, as I said, good thing for the Crazy 8 match, I've done it before.
True.
And I retained the title once. And that's even harder to do. So, I'm quietly confident in that one. But yeah.
Final question. And you may or not have an answer at this point. It may still be up in the air. What is your status with some of the members of the Solution since they have dissolved and they're not really as stable?
We're all good. Everything is completely, utterly fine with the Solution. There are no, I repeat, no problems within the Solution. I don't know who. Oh, I can guess who told it. Rex. Or
I don't know.
Other spy or somebody, but there are absolutely no problems. I mean, look at me and Clinton in that last tag match.
True.
We worked pretty well as a great team.
Yes, sir.
So, as far as I know, there are no issues. Unless I've been left out of the dark, which wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
You heard it. You heard it from the man himself.
No problems.
No problems with the Solution. All right. Well, thank you, Andy, for being a part of the show as always. I appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart, my friend. I really do. Thank you.
No worries.
All right. You heard it. No problems with the Solution. Huh? I heard a little different. We'll see how it pans out. Now, you know Blade Charge has 2 championship opportunities next Saturday at Offering. But he has a tag team title shot with his former World Tag Team Champion in the Toad Squad. So let's talk to the man behind the Toad Squad, the man behind Blue Toad Wrestling here on YouTube, the one and only, the incomparable TJ Toad. What's up, Toad? Or is this the cat? It's Cat. It's TJ Cat. My cats are going crazy right now.
All right. I'm now in human form now.
Oh man, thank goodness. How you doing, man? I know that has to be stressful to go between forms like that.
Well, I am a white mage, but that's beside the point.
So you and Blade Charge, World Tag Team opportunity, Mike Wasson and Matt Storm. What are your thoughts going into this next week to get that world title shot?
Well, I mean, I know that Matt Storm is not someone to tinker with, and Mike, of course, is the size of a tank. No disrespect to Zerk. I mean, we all know he's the human tank, but Mike just, but Mike is just thick, really thick.
The one thing you got to worry about too, that I keep thinking about and reminding myself, Mark Caliber took over the Asylum. Mark Caliber brought these two together. Mark Caliber is still a very big part in this tag team. Now, if there was, the committee would let Mark Caliber be in that corner with those guys, would you guys have someone that you'd want to be in your corner as well to counteract that?
Well, absolutely.
You want to leave that to Chance Pun or whatever? Not that you would ever want him in your corner personally.
Well,
but...
no, well, that's that. I can definitely say that's not the case.
So
if that was the case, it's a catastrophe.
Oh no! I mean, is there a name that you think would want to be in your corner, or you want to leave that as a mystery if that does happen?
I mean, obviously, I would have to talk to Blade Charge about that.
Yeah.
Because who knows? He might know somebody that I don't.
True. You guys work so well as a team and work together as so well as a team, hence the previous World Tag Team opportunity as well that you've had. So we'll see, man. Very, very, very interesting. What's your thoughts on a stable war? How'd you like the stable war? I know you guys didn't fare as well as you wish, but what'd you think about it?
I was hoping that we would have made it to the finals, but I wish nothing but the best for both these teams that definitely earned their spot. I just wish that we would have won. But other than that, though, I think the addition of the Battle Queens definitely added some backbone, as some people have said.
Yeah.
But
they've earned it. They've earned it.
They've earned it. Well, they definitely have earned a lot of it. And I mean, you have, Crushing Kelly, you have Cassie Madam Red, Cougar Knight, Wrestling Mama, Shulky, Susie the Elf, and those are just the top stars. I mean, I could also mention like Juniper Nightblood and
some of the new ones have been amazing that have come on. And Goddess, Shulky, and LD all three of them have 4 Battle Queen title reigns. So I mean there's from top to bottom, all 21, I believe, are amazing in the Battle Queen division. And breaking news, I talked about the other night, we will be adding members to that division after the Stable War. So, and we talked about my rule that everyone only has once. I know Speranza has been a big part of that division before, but we will be bringing on a couple new names to the Battle Queen division to make it even better in the future.
Well, I mean, what me and Speranza do, that's another.
Yeah, I don't want to know. We don't have to get into that. Yeah. So I appreciate you being a part of the show, my friend. You know how I've talked about a million times the respect I have for what you do on your channel, and the help that you give other people and bring people together. So big shout out to you, TJ, my friend.
Right. I'll also be doing a show at around the same time that you're doing yours, with all due respect.
All good. It happens. Like I was talking with Morgan earlier. 5 years ago, we talked about this. There were 5, 6, 7 active channels. Now there's 100, if not more. So I have respect, and people stream whenever they can. We do raids. We come over to people. I leave my show and pop into other chats just to give respect. It's all based on the person running it. So that, that it happens. It always happens. So big shout out to you, TJ, for what you do, my friend.
Oh, and definitely best of luck to the 2 teams still left.
And shout out to TJ Cat too as well. There you have it. TJ Toad in the building as well. Man, we got a packed thing. We are at 4:23 here in the East Coast. Coming up in 7 minutes, 4:30. Should be right about 4:30. I'm going to grab a beer, set up all the stuff to share out. We're going to get this shit popping, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down to business. The finals of the Stable War Combat Kingdom 11. We're going to find out tonight who will be dubbed the Knights of the Combat Kingdom, who will get all them title shots. It's going to be crazy. We got a lot of people bringing the awesome friends together. We heard from them tonight. We have a solid unit, in the Lethal Libations Club. They've already fought once. It was a great battle. Speaking of LD, just talked about LD earlier. There's Lady Devil in the house with Mythic Legends Wrestling. Shout out to you. So stay tuned for the link to be dropped. I appreciate everybody who's come on. That's what I want this show to be about. Don't be afraid to come on and shoot the shit. We had Miles and Brandon go at each other a little bit. That was fun. We had the guy that definitely was not Chance Harper on here. Bringing back a legend like Mordred Nightwalker was great. He still has remnants of his family. I'm sure he wishes Angelita the best in her opportunity coming up in the championship. You never know who's going to pop in, who's going to hang out. So the next time we do a Get Blaised talk show, if you want, it's all up to you. I'd love to have each and every one of you guys and gals, whether you show your face or not, whether you're in character or out, you're more than welcome here on the channel. You're more than welcome here to Get Blaised. Stay tuned, people. We're about to find out who will be your Stable War champs. Peace and positive vibes, each and every one of you guys and gals. We're going to take you out with a shout out to the members of the channel, and then our closing thing. Y'all just got blazed. Stay tuned.
This is a recording.
try your call again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
We're sorry. The number you have reached has been disconnected.
We are going to be live in just a couple minutes, people. Stay tuned. Once again, y'all just got blazed. I'm out of here. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.
Thank you.